Hello and welcome to Star Citizen. Currently it is in version 3.2 alpha. That's important. And as you may remember if you watched my last video, I brought this. I upgraded from the Aurora LN to the Avenger Titan. And so what I'm going to do is I've been itching to have a go with this bad boy. I mean, look at the size of that cannon. And you know, we've got some nice missiles and some nice laser cannons. Now, important note, having read around the some very different posts about the Avenger Titan, people are saying that it was a good idea to upgrade the laser cannons to the OmniSky IX. Apparently, it improves the overall combat performance of the Titan by quite a bit. Now, the Titan was also increased in size in this patch, so it is a bit bigger. It has more internal space. So if you come around the back and you're going through the rear, once again, this was part of my original video. I don't understand why. There's obviously some sort of graphical problem because everything seems to be on fire, which is lovely. It's not like that game. So you've got this nice bit of cargo space. Now this is the ship that I'm actually going to start with in game. So the reason for that is that although they've added lots of nice different ships, and there's a lot of other ships in the game, I brought a package way back in the day, and I upgraded to, and I brought the MR package, and it only cost me 25 quid because it was as part of the Kickstarter campaign. That's going to cost you quite a bit more if you want to get into the game now, and you have to have a game package. But once you've got your package, you've got your ship. I had the Aurora MR, and I upgraded to the Aurora LN, which is more of a combat variant, and then I've upgraded to this. Now this isn't actually a combat ship, which is quite interesting, because apparently it is really quite good at it. It is the next tier up from the starter ships, i.e. the Auroras and the Mustangs, but it gives you a lot more flexibility because it is a cargo ship, but it has some really nice weaponry on it as well. Unlike its other counterparts, like the Warlock, which has a massive EMP in this area, so basically you charge up the MP and you disable ships with it, so you can then board them or whatnot, you know. So, or just attack them in general until you destroy them. But it's this area, this cargo area, contains basically a massive rotating set of barrels, which is the EMP. So there's no cargo options. And the Stalker variant, basically this area is loaded out with sort of like containers to keep people in, so for bounty hunting, that kind of thing. It is much more of the bounty hunter ship style, but this seems to be a much better all-rounder. Now the nice things now is you can now log out of the game whilst on your bed in your ship, and when you come back in you should still be in it. That remains to be seen. I haven't tried that myself. But this corridor used to be a crawl space rather than a walkway, hence why the ship is bigger. And obviously, you know, you can actually get out of the canopy, so that's useful for EVA. However, if you're doing a box retrieval for EVA, you're better off coming in through the back and just placing your cargo in through the rear. Right, okay, so I've been itching to try this out in the Vanduul Swarm. Which is interesting because also in patch 3.2 they added the new Vanduul ship, the Vanduul Blade. So that's going to be interesting to come up against that. But let's get in there and let's see how we do, because I am a terrible combat pilot. Okay, just a second. Okay, so before we get into the Vanduul Swarm, I wanted to check out the weaponry loadout for this ship, and it is quite an impressive amount of weaponry. So you've got two gimbal mounted laser turrets. So you've got the CF227 Badger laser repeater gimbal mounted on one wing. Now it does actually look like there's two. It's not, it's just one laser cannon taking up two slots on the gimbal mount. So these are the ones that would be upgraded to the OmniSky IX at a later date, and I will do that at some point. And then you've got the same on the other wing, so you've got two 2 wings, gimbal mounted with the Badger laser repeaters. Then up front you've got the Mantis GT220, which is a ballistic weapon, so you need to buy bullets basically for that. Then also on each wing you have the missile racks, and again the missile racks are well, there's only 2 per wing, so you've got 4 missiles, I believe, there. So you've got the Ignite 2s on there, so that's pretty cool. That's a decent loadout for a ship that's allegedly a cargo ship, but as I said, it's a good all-rounder, and it will be my starting ship, so I can carry some cargo, or I can perhaps do some merc missions, or just basically do the generalised stuff like pick up boxes. Life should be a lot easier for me. Right, it's worth mentioning that because I've upgraded this sort of piecemeal from my original game package, that some of the new ships, some of the bigger ships, are very expensive to buy, and buying ships is coming in the next patch 3.3, so there is no point in going beyond this ship and buying the Gladiators, and the new ones that were introduced in 3.2, they're over $100. So some of them are a couple of $100, so don't bother. You'll be able to buy all of them in game by earning the currency, the UEC, if I've got that right. So for the time being, this is where I'm staying. If I upgrade the ship, fine and dandy. And the only thing that I really want to do, or to get from the store, is perhaps some different hangars. But that's about it, because the self-linked hangar is a bit of a dirty old thing. So yeah, we will. I'll perhaps do that next month. But until then, let's get in the Vanduul Swarm, and remember the Vanduul Blade is in this as of 3.2, and see just how terrible my piloting skills are. Okay, so here we are in game. So quick weapons check to start off to see where we are. So I think the left mouse button is the front mounted cannon, and then we've got the laser repeaters on the side. Okay, cool. Right, so targets. Okay, so yeah, nothing yet. Oh, there we go. Right, first target. Let's use the missiles. Let's see how effective the missiles are. Really? Oh, no, that's not. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Let's track him. Missile away. Okay, not massive amounts of damage. Let's go with Badgers. Okay. Try not to use all of mine. I am such a terrible pilot. Might as well ring him back in. Let's match his speed. Oh, overheating weapons. Now they have improved the AI of the ships. Still another missile though. Bye-bye. It is a different beast of flight, it really is. Come on. God, he's proving hard to hit. Now notice the two circles in the centre which say that I'm getting getting the gimbals. That sounds really bad. But I'm not entirely sure which one it is. Whether it's the front mounted ballistic cannon or the laser cannon. I suspend some. Oh yeah, what was that? So the two obviously it's because they're gimbal mounted. It's actually saying that I need to get the little circle on the ship to do some damage to him, and he's proving a tough guy. That's as I say, I'm a terrible pilot. I think once you get the idea of how they fly and what their attack patterns are, you can predict where they're going to be a bit more easily. Where is he? Oh, there he is. So, getting the hang of him now. Come on, you. See, I'm having to lead the target for quite a bit. He's proving to be a tough customer. Slowly whittling him down. Oh, it's a good round of hits. No, I thought I was out with. Yep, it's official. I cannot target for Toffee. He has taken an awful lot of damage though. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. He's proving to be a tough customer, it has to be said. Can't Just going to catch a break on him. He's taking so much damage. He's lost all of his wings, so he's just flying around now. Look, if you look at the model in the top right hand corner, he has no wings, which I think generally means he's lost his weaponry. Still got shields though. Right. See, you've got to go soon. I thought he was going to ram me there. Yay! There he goes. So, a long battle, but a worthwhile one. Yeah, not bad as a ship. The weapons are really nice, although in the PTU, probably not the easiest of combat ships. The OmniSky IX may make a difference, but yeah, interesting. Certainly interesting. So yeah, that was the Scavenger. So yeah, let's leave it there. That was a good trial. I really do like this ship. I think it's going to be a much better all-rounder. It's certainly going to be my starting ship. I will get the OmniSky IX on it at some point, and we'll have another rematch and see how it does then. So until then, hope you've enjoyed this video on the Titan, and hope you found it informative. So until the next one, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We'd love to have you a subscriber. Having subscribers makes it all worthwhile for me. If you do want me to do a video on a particular game, then get in touch. You can find us on Facebook, and you can get in touch with us on Twitter, or just leave a comment below the video. Until then, have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye bye.